Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, where we're on the live game. It's not the test server. This has literally just gone live today. Grim Forest, it is unlocked. Let's go. Oh, and the Christmas stuff is live in game as well. So here we go. Oh my gosh, let's take a little look at this. I guess I'll put me up here. I don't know. Blanketed by mysterious fog, Grim Forest is a terrifying place. Powerful magic changes the forest structure over time, changes the path each time you enter. Let's find out more. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to play here day one because I think it's kind of interesting, like picking the deck and covering some of that key stuff. I don't know if I'll like do a for the first rotation of this, which I did in Curse City, and people really enjoyed it. I might do a day by day. Just here we go. Here we go. This is what I encounter. This is how, oh, I got stuck on this stage. I'll go this direction instead. This is how I plan to come back to this stage. I mean, maybe we'll do that and break down some key stuff. I guess we'll see. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you want to see like basically a daily video series for would effectively be for the rest of December? Like, it's a pretty big commitment. Like, would you actually watch them all, or is it like, hey, I'd watch the first one, maybe I'll dip in, watch another couple, but that sounds pretty boring. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So give me your thoughts down below. The darkness of the forest hides its true threat, Leshan the Entangled One. Funny enough, in my playthrough, I think it's really important to bring HP burn for this boss. I killed him pretty easily without it. Bit weird. So I don't know. Traverse the gloom, defeat the lumbering lord, and free these lands. You need to find 3 grim crowns. But yeah, I didn't find the last boss to be that difficult at all compared to. I actually found some of maybe the mythical stages. I found the mimic and the treasure goblin probably harder, to be honest. And yeah, the purple zone is pretty tough as well. During your time, you can use a limited number of champions, upgrade sorry, you need to choose champions you want to explore the Grim Forest alongside. So that is the first thing we do. 2 decks. Only champions in the squad can be used within the Grim Forest. Choose wisely. You can only make changes to your squad using a special resource. So yeah, I think I showed this to you in one of the videos, preview videos as well. You can purchase a thing to swap out 5 characters, but if you've drafted them for a room, it gets quite difficult. So it basically they're locked and you can't change them out if you currently have a champion drafted for a stage. So yeah, I think that you'll be able to change your champions like at the end when you've cleared most stages. But if you're like, which I think is the right way to do, if you're sort of broadly exploring and if you get stuck in a boss and you say, I'm going to come back later, that could lock in potentially like 20 champions, right? Into going for a particular stage. So just do watch out for that. You can swap characters, but it is a little bit difficult and it's definitely limited. You only get so many of the coins, and there's an opportunity cost as well. Each battle you get random champs. Yeah, cool. I can show you where I'm going with my deck. Can I like drag and drop? No, I can't drag and drop. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so over here you can see you do have this vendor quad reshuffle. You can buy this, I think it is 5 times. It's locked right now. I think you can purchase it 5 times, but it costs these coins. So it's going to cost you like potentially getting one of these curios. We will try to data mine all the curios, by the way, and then I'll give you a quick little tier list. I can tell you right now, the Netherbite knife, pretty solid. This one's quite good. Don't think, have I seen this one before? No, it's not that good. There's one that you can get potentially early, which will increase your experience gains, which is going to get you like more and more stat cards as you go. So that would be a good one to look at for sure. Picking it up early from the vendor if you don't happen to get it. If it's even in your vendor, mine isn't. Right. What I have done, funny enough, I think for the Grim Forest, my arena builds for me are typically my best builds. And they're sort of the champions I'm looking at. And then I've also used the numbers 1 and 2 to flag. Number 1 are champions I'm very likely to bring in. And number 2 are champions that are like a maybe. They are a maybe. But I can walk you through my roster. I've actually got 100 champions in here. I can only bring 40. So it's pretty great. If I remove number 2, actually, sorry, if I move build 2, it goes to 67. Let's leave out build 2. We can look at them at the end. But if I include my arena champions, I won't bring all of those. This is broadly speaking what I'm looking at. So yeah, poor old Frolny, for example, probably not going to make it in. I was thinking, he's not great for this. He's ramping up with his passive. Not going to be that useful. He's not going to be really good for any of the bosses. He's okay for some of the waves, but he also needs to ramp up and get kills. Pretty niche. I don't know if I'll bother bringing him in. But yeah, broadly speaking, these are the champions that I am looking at. And I probably won't bother bringing any epics myself, but some of these would be pretty darn solid options for a lot of people. But yeah, okay, cool. Let's start building the deck. Let's go. I was theory crafting my list earlier. One thing I do find funny as well with this deck, my advice is to check out my deck building video. I did a whole video on building your deck properly. And I think a key thing is going to be having good coverage of the buffs and debuffs that you're going to need for bosses, including mini bosses like mythical champions who are bosses. They're quite tough. They can be quite tough, and yeah, that's sort of the main thing. But some of the mini bosses, like if you don't have heal reduction for the mimic, it's so much harder. So actually bringing a few heal reduction champions in purely for the mimic is a pretty good idea. So trying to bring in some good ones, but you can check that out. I did find it funny on that video. One of the top comments with loads of people agreeing with it is, I'm just going to do one deck of damage and one of support. A nub is wrong, which I thought was funny. It's like, okay, I ain't going to bring... What you mean about, like, trying to cater your decks towards countering the actual bosses in this mode? Hell no, I'm bringing 50% damage. That's going to do it. I mean, 50% damage, by the way, isn't miles off. But I would say, in a team of 5, probably want about 2, like 1 or 2 damage dealers. So you're going to want quite a bit of damage. But I think 50% is a little on the high side. That being said, because of mythicals, I'm going to be pretty close to that. So going in, I've got mine broken down into like revive champions, buffers, debuffers, some control for some of the tricky waves and damage. But yeah, I'm sort of expecting to struggle a bit with the purple area at the end and might switch stuff up. So for my revivers that I'm bringing in, I think I'm going to do... I guess we need to split them somewhat smartly. That's not too important. But I'm going to bring, let's say, Lazarius and Sifi over here. I'm going to bring Elva and Raka over here. They're a bit weaker in terms of their souls. In fact, can I filter? That would make sense. Things I set up these tags and everything, we can really simplify it by just doing it like this. And hopefully I've remembered to put them all in there. So I'm going to put in Raka. I think you can even search. We can search for champions if we want to, which should be quite handy. And Raka and Elva, both going to be really, really nice. I'm going to bring in Ancora, Raglan, and Lady Noelle. So let's put Ancora over here. Let's put Raglan over this side. They're both quite similar. Raglan is like huge amounts of healing, which is going to be really nice for, I think should be particularly good for the Treasure Goblin. Ancora is just generally really strong. Again, debuff removal, big shields. She brings not big shields, but big healing. I think this is an easy enough way to balance it. I'm actually going to leave Pythion out. I don't think I need him, but he would be a really good option. I'm going to put in Lady Noelle over on this side as well, which is actually convenient because I'm going to go for some buff champions next. I've got Fiorad, who's actually sort of everything. Fiorad is bringing key buffs. He also brings freeze, which is very nice for some of the bosses. And we could even build him for damage if I want to. I think he'd be combined quite well with Lady Noelle. And we're obviously going to put Sir Nicholas over in this side as well. But basically, I think for good duos, and for example, Rotus will go in this deck too. For good duo champions, you actually want them to be in opposite decks. Why? Well, let's imagine the purple area where you get 3 champions from each deck. All right. I pull Lady Noelle from deck 1. I now have 2 spots remaining for deck 1 and 3 spots for deck 2. Which deck is it better to have Sir Nicholas in? Well, definitely deck 2, right? Because then there's 3 chances out of 20 that I pull him, whereas I only have 2 chances out of 19 to pull him if he's in the same deck as Lady Noelle. Now, one thing, there is an altar, which does give you 1 extra pull from a deck, but I think it's randomized, so I don't think you know, but in that case, if they're in the same deck and you get the extra pull on that deck, you're great. Whereas, if you got the extra pull in Team 2, it'd be much better to have. So, yeah, I think splitting them up is good, generally speaking. Over here, I'm going to bring in... I think Androck over here is perfect. Yeah, Androck. And over here, I'm actually... This is maybe a little crazy. I actually don't remember if I flagged this guy. I think I'm going to bring in Operdon Clanfather. I'm a bit torn between him and Pythion. We might come back to it. But basically, Operdon, he's giving us loads of healing and quite a bit of turn meter as well. which is kind of nice. And he brings block debuffs as well. So he does combine well with like Ancora. He could be really helpful for the treasure goblin, right? Just to keep us alive. And he gives you a good bit of turn meter as well. So I don't know. I'm thinking about bringing him in. I'm going to put Minaya over here. I'm bringing her for the heal reduction. Also a really good healer for treasure goblin. Goblin for Phrygius. But heal reduction for the mimic. Lots of healing for bosses. I actually think she's really nice for this. And I'm going to bring in then Freya over here, again, for just team protection. Sort of a counterpart to Sifi to a good degree. Donatello, he comes in here, similar to the Freya. And over here, someone I didn't bring in on the test server, but I think is actually going to work really well for me, is Brogni. I think Brogni is going to be really, really good, especially because I have 6-star Brogni. Brilliant. So again, really nice for that treasure goblin. The shield to protect us, and lots of the bosses protect us with the shield, even difficult waves. Big protection. He can even bring debuff removal. He can hit really hard because mine is 6-star. He's going to hit hard. These are really high-level enemies. He's going to have so much ignore defense. Brilliant. And he also brings HP burn. So I'm going to bring very few HP burn champions, but he could be great for that final boss. I just need to make sure to put Ninja over on this side, I suppose. So those are those ones. Right. Over here, then, I'm going to bring in Maragain as a key heal reduction champion who can also remove buffs. AoE True Fear waves, increase speed, decrease speed. She's bringing a little bit of everything. She should be great, actually, in general. I am going to bring in Lydia, no question. These are the debuffers. So Lydia, Maragain is sort of a buffer control. She's doing a lot of stuff. Heal reduction is the big unique thing because hers is protected, which is so good. Lydia, obviously bringing lots of buffs, but also lots of debuffs. Going to bring in Nell then over on this side. Again, decrease defense, weaken. AoE buff steal. She can also be rebuilt to be a damage dealer if I want to. Going to bring in the Mad Hatter over here. I'm going to bring in 2 different Krisks. We're going to double up as... Oh, in fact, I need to get Mr. Krisk in. I've got a second one, but he is build number 2. Sorry, Krisk number 2. Oh, shoot. Well, that's sad. Right, Krisk 2 will go over there. Let's fix this. I want to do this. I want it to be a beautiful little deck. Krisk 2 over there. Then we can remove Bill 2. There we go. Now it's more symmetrical. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, both the Krisks, they bring provokes for waves. They bring good team protection with the ally protection. Decrease speed, A1, which is not useful against many bosses, but a couple of bosses, decrease speed is nice. And he brings pretty consistent decreased defense and decreased attack. So we've got a couple of good decreased defense champions on both sides now. Nell and Krisk, and Lydia and Krisk is pretty decently balanced. I'm going to bring Lamassu over here for block buffs, decreased speed, and Romantu over on the other side for, again, debuff removal. Also can be a damage dealer, in fact. But yeah, buff removal, decreased defense, weaken, decreased speed, block buff, single target as well, but still really generally good. I'm going to bring some champions then for control. For the difficult waves, I think this is going to make a pretty big difference. Remember, I think for the really difficult waves are where they have a boss. So especially now, I think where Fabian and Armands are really good. They're not going to be useful for any normal boss. But imagine we're fighting like Star Sage Galathier as a boss. We can't increase his skills. We can't decrease his turn meter. We can't lock him out. He will take turns. Pretty bad. He's going to remove all my debuffs and give their team block debuffs. Or like Riho Bone Spear, another similar thing. Kind of like event dungeons. Now, they basically remove all my debuffs and I can't stop them. But Armands can just steal all of his teammates' turn meter, and that really nullifies that threat. Or he can polymorph a key enemy. Fabian, he can remove all their buffs, which is nice, but he can also lock out their skills. He can't lock out Star Sage Galathier if Galathier is a boss, but he can lock out all the people with him to really reduce their threat. So I think they're both going to be good. And then, do I have any Shadowkin in here yet? I don't. So okay, that's fine. I am going to bring Lady Mikage, and then I'm going to bring in Gurgo as well. Another decreased defense. Mikage the ally attack. Mikage can double up as either an ally attack buff extender type champion, or she can be a control champion with buff removal, which is really nifty. So she's going to be very helpful for the waves. I brought her and Gurgo actually on the test server. I didn't use either one. These other champions, I brought most of them on the test server, and I did use most of them. Manaya is a new addition for heal reduction. I think going to be very helpful. So is she. Who else is a new addition? Operdin is a new addition, as is Brogni. I didn't bring them, as is Raka, actually, and I think Raglan, too. So I've brought quite a few new ones over here. I think I didn't bring Roman. No, I did bring Romantu, I think, on the test server. Don't quite remember it, but yeah. Then we come to the damage. So we're filling out the final slots with a heck of a lot of damage. 7 damage focused champions. Marius goes in first. I'm going to bring then Gallius as well. Marius, I think with the damage dealers, what I'm broadly looking for is not necessarily just damage, but damage dealers who are bringing strong utility as well. So Marius, obviously insane damage. He's also particularly useful against any of the mythical bosses that we fight. But he's also bringing increased defense, increased accuracy for the team. He's bringing incredibly good buff removal with his A2. He brings the enfeeble debuff as well. I mean, it's not really a surprise, is it, that Marius is like my number 1 slot for damage? Gallius, pretty similar. AoE decreased defense, AoE buff removal, enemy max HP damage in Form 1, actually control as well, buffs for the team. I will bring Carnage, again, buff removal and just massive damage, and really strong for any of the very difficult waves. Spread, block passives, block actives can be absolutely huge. I'm going to bring Nice. Nice is, I don't know how much I'm going to use him. Obviously, amazing for wave content. I don't have a blessing for him, so not so good for bosses. That is important with your damage dealers as well. You will, a champion with no blessing at all versus a champion with a 6-star blessing. So, for example, like, Nice, better damage dealer than Brogni, right? Sure. Brogni, though, has a 6-star soul. He will do 50% bonus damage to bosses because, of course, they've included that stupid Awaken Weakness passive. So he is, just by default, he's now 50% stronger than he should be, in my opinion. Cool. On top of that, he has Crushing Ren 6-star as well. He's probably going to genuinely do more damage to most of the bosses than Nice, which is hilarious. So high blessings is important. I'm going to bring in Ember. Actually, I'll put Embers, I guess, on this side because he does combine pretty well with Carnage. It's not too important. Oh, actually, I've got some key. Never mind. I'll put him on this side. It's not a big deal. Over here, I'm going to bring in the Rotus. So 2, again, big damage dealers. Embers sadly doesn't have a soul, so that's going to limit his usefulness against the bosses, but he's still pretty good. Rotus, really good for waves and bosses, and good chance we pull him with the Sifi for the really difficult waves, and he could really hard carry difficult waves. I'm going to bring in Wall Master Athorion, damage dealer with block buffs, which is very good. I think, yeah, we've got, actually, she's got block buffs. Noelle has block buffs. So does Androck in theory. Over on this side for block, he's got block buffs. He has block buffs. Yeah, okay. It's reasonably balanced. All right. I am going to bring in on this side Sir Nicholas. I think his buff should now be live. So Sir Nicholas with Lady Noelle. Obviously, such an insane combo if we ever get them now. I'm going to bring over here Little Miss Annie. Ooh, spicy one. Did I remember? I did remember to flag her. Sadly, again, I don't have a good soul for her, which is gonna hold her back. But she has huge single target damage. She self buffs increased attack, which is useful. But she brings decreased defense and heal reduction, which is going to be, I think, very, very helpful. Over here, I'm going to bring Michelangelo. Nice freebie champion. Lovely, juicy. 5-star soul, gonna do good. Can combine him with Donatello. Lovely little pairing right there. But again, damage dealer with AoE leech, AoE decrease attack. He's very tanky because of all of his passives and taunt and evade and all that, and his shield. Decreased defense, debuff spread. Self buffs increase attack. Beautiful little self-sufficient champion here. Here's a crazy one. Lemonisi Goldwing coming in. Get a damage dealer with block buffs and heal reduction. Lovely stuff. We're gonna bring her in. And, okay, then I also want, over here, I'm going to bring in Ninja, and I'm going to bring in Leonardo, and, oh wait, have I been one short? Have I missed one? Oh shit, I think I am one short. Oh, I was going to bring in He-Man. Ooh, here's the question. He-Man or Raphael? I'm a little bit torn. He-Man or Raphael for the final damage dealer slot. But yeah, again, we've got Mikage, so that she will combine well with Ninja and Leonardo. Ninja brings a burn for the bosses, and he's just going to be really good against bosses where he can scale up with support. Leonardo, I found, is like decent, but he obviously combos well with the turtles. I think, you know what? Screw it. He-Man is great. Let's try Raphael. It's just a bit more fun. Where is Mr. Raphael? Oh, he's probably up here because he's empowered. I do have him +2, which is good, but he doesn't have a blessing, so he's not going to be that good. He-Man does have a 5-star blessing. He'd be a lot better against bosses. I've got lots of buff champions. They power up his A3. He self-buffs. Probably I should bring He-Man. He is probably the better pick overall. Raphael combines well with the other turtles, though. But he might be difficult to keep alive. That being said, the damage coming in is pretty weak. Like that Berserk debuff is hard to play around with. That's a toughie. I guess we'll go Raphael. We'll bring the full turtles. We'll see how often all the turtles are going to be good for us. Decently likely we take the turtles out towards the end. Certainly Raphael. I probably should bring He-Man. Again, like the turtles are going to dominate the first few stages where we're getting 10 champions per deck. There's a decent chance we get multiple turtles, but the early stages are really easy. It's when we get down to like 5 champions per deck that it gets kind of tough. I think He-Man is better. He's going to be a better standalone champion. I'm not even 100% sure about bringing Leonardo. We could swap him out for something as well. But yeah, you can see, what have I left out? Basically lots of damage. Frolny, pretty much just damage. He can heal in his alternate form, but that's okay. I'm leaving out Raphael, who's basically just damage. Supreme Kale, again, basically just damage. Predator, basically just damage. Mighty Uko, well, pretty decent, but I don't think I need him. Narcisse does combine well with Ancora, but he is pretty much just damage. Fatalis, Eilil, again, 2 champions, mostly just bringing damage. Tormund could be cool. Decent wave control. But yeah, Arbiter, I've got Lazarius and Raka, I think, are just better. And probably Raglan. We don't really need the go first stuff. So yeah. Hegemon and her pretty much just damage. And Maria is pretty difficult to use. Alvalax is just damage. Left out Yumiko. Maybe I should bring her in. It's fine. Yeah, maybe Yumiko would actually work pretty well. Like we could drop even Leonardo. Bring in Yumiko might actually be better. I don't know. Well, maybe. Ultimate Death Knight. Python I've left out. Yeah, another Calvalax is just damage. He's just damage. Michinaki could be okay. Brings a lot of buffs and debuffs, actually. He could be pretty cool. He could be a good one. Fine Art I'm not going to bring. I don't have many high elves. Very, very few high elves. I think the only high elf I have is Artharion. Actually, yeah. The only high elf I have is Artharion. She's a really strong standalone champion, but I don't think I actually need her. And yeah, then some epics. Mortu Macabo is one I did consider as well. I think he's got block buffs, heal reduction, could do some decent damage. But yeah, there we go. So you can see mostly what I've left out is damage dealers, actually, funny enough. But I do wonder about the Yumiko. We could bring her in. It's a pretty well-rounded deck, I do think. Yumiko, would she be more useful than Leonardo? I mean, for waves, pretty nice. Lock them out, reflect crowd control back. He probably is the smart pick to bring over him or over He-Man. These two, Lemonisi and Lil Misani, perhaps stand out a little bit as well, but they're mostly there for heal reduct, for their debuffs, damage dealers with debuffs, which is a lot of what I tried to do. Do I need Leo? Probably not. You know what? Screw it. Let's leave out Leo. Let's bring in Yumiko. And then I think He-Man is a nice standalone. We got so many buffers. He's going to hit really. Yes, let's go. Confirmed. You can change up to 5 champions. That's fine. I'm feeling relatively confident. I think I've remembered to cover all the key buffs and debuffs. And buff removal, debuff removal, extremely important as well. You're ready to adventure. Let's go. And this is what it looks like to start off. Not much going on, eh? Let's go south first. And let's go over here. I could compare this. Okay, when you enter, you can draw. Let's draw some champions. There we go. Cool. And we've got a lovely little mix. We definitely don't need to redraw for these stages. And I don't know, let's move me up here, I guess, so you can see my champs. Right. So for the wave, we could play it nice and safe, just to be super safe. Like we could put in an Elva. Okay, it's super safe. We could put in nice. Job done, really, at that point. Gurgo's kind of probably too stupid to do anything well. We could put in Nell. She'll be good. We could put in him. And let me see. Another. I'm actually a little bit low on damage here. Maybe I have left out too many damage dealers. We could just use Carnage, of course. I currently don't have any gear on Lemon EC. So she wouldn't be too strong. Let's go like that. Should be fine. And auto, and yeah, these are going to be very easy this first few stages. So this is the way I'm looking at it. For me, these green stages with the 10 champions are so easy. Yeah, here we go. Again, the one downside I might run into, because I might have to stop and re-gear people for damage. Might be what happens. We'll find out. But yeah, we can see like Nice is just going to one-shot this. So what I'm really looking at is thinking ahead. We're trying to think ahead towards the more difficult stages and what we're going to do for those. They're going to be more tricky. Yeah, we'll find out. Saving our redraws for them. Again, we don't need to do any of the tricky stages early on, though. Probably want to just try get altars and try power up as opposed to doing anything. I clearly spent far too much time picking champions for this stage. It was not needed whatsoever. We all took 0 damage. Lovely. We are on hard, aren't we? Yes, we are. It just starts off very easy. Got a potential little boss there. That's interesting. We could try to avoid him, actually. Let's go down this way. Oh, we've got a curio chest. I'm going to go for that. Curio chest, yes, please. Again, I'm not going to re-roll anything at the start. This guy, he's a boss, isn't he? But he shouldn't really be too bad at all. We'll put in Atharion is pretty solid. Let's put in Michelangelo. And let's put in Donatello. Why the heck not? And that seems like a nice, fine team. We've got Sir Nick, but no Lady Noelle this time. Sad. Yeah, seems good. Lots of damage. All good. Let's go. I left my coffee downstairs. That's sad. Yeah, we'll blitz through. We'll just blitz through these stages. Yeah, it's interesting. This first episode, as it were. Oh, we got some weak hits. No. Don't worry. Mikey will take him out. He will not weak hit. If he ever gets a turn, Shell Cyclone, wasting his AoE. Feels bad. Yeah, like these early stages should be pretty easy, but then I think the deck building is quite interesting and the logic behind it and what I'm actually going for. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. All right. So again, as a boss, this guy could be kind of annoying because he's going to remove all debuffs. He's going to put out AoE poisons. So he could be actually kind of annoying. Let's find out how we do here. Special delivery. She's stunned, but again, he can remove their buffs. Nice, actually, really nice. Nice for these waves because he can steal their turn meter. He can lock them down, whatnot. We've got ally protection. He's got pretty much no damage dealers left, actually. We've auto sort of killed them all. Again, if you are struggling on any boss, you can just come back. One thing I realized, oh, he's got a reviver. Of course he does. Never mind. His damage dealers, they're back alive. We might struggle a little bit to kill him. Maybe I should have brought some heal reduction if we kill off the rest of them. That might be the smarter way to go. Well, too late now. Let's see how we do. Let's, I don't know. Just kill them off AoE. Great, he's block revived, but doesn't really matter because he was the reviver. Let's see if we can't kill off this guy. Stop him healing. Just get him dead. There we go. We debuff spread that across. How much is he going to heal with his A1? I'm actually not entirely sure. Great, he's dead. Yeah, he heals a ton. So I do think heal reduction going to be quite nice. Obviously, he can remove it. That's why Morrigan, I think, is perhaps my ultimate pick against a lot of these bosses. She places heal reduction and they can't stop it. There are some very annoying bosses that's going to be very helpful against. Well, we killed off his allies and he's going to now die very quickly. Beautiful stuff. Again, the damage coming in at me is super low. Yeah, so there we go. Curio chest. We got our Curio. What do we get? The Mummified Ward. Whenever an enemy places a debuff and an ally has a chance to deflect it back. That is actually a really good one. Hell yeah, that's actually really good. And we hit level 2 as well. Fantastic. We can get some cards. You get 1 trait card per level. The higher your level, the rarer the trait card. So again, the further we go into this mode, the longer into the month, the more stages you clear, the better it's going to get. We've got the choice here of attack and accuracy, HP percent and speed, or speed and accuracy. Attack is probably a little less valuable. Not all of my damage dealers are even attack. Speed is amazing. Speed is probably the #1 stat. I think resistance. HP percent, very good. Accuracy could be very good. I don't think I'm going to need the accuracy quite as much. I'm going to go HP percent and speed. Again, just for some of the more tricky bosses, I think that will be helpful. Ambushed. So some stages we're going to be ambushed. That's fine. Let's fight this ambush. Here we go. Just grab our stuff. Clearly, I just need to go all out damage. So let's just go here, all out damage. I don't have gear on these fellas. Let's give Brogni a shot just for lols. And let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ooh. We might not even use up our redraws today. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sort of definitely prioritize any of those curio chests. I think in particular, you've got curios that will increase they'll increase your experience and like your grim coins. So those curios you really want to get early because again, we don't really need any curio. In fact, I even forgot to equip it. We don't need these curios, which are upping our combat prowess, right? We're smashing everything. But if we can be increasing the resources that we are permanently gaining, that will permanently power us up for this entire month of Grim Forest, that's what we really want to get. So we should really try to get those if we can. So definitely looking for any stuff with curios in it. Here's yellow difficulty. That's cool. Oh, I do have the curios in there. Squad profile, great stat bonuses. Altars, haven't found any curios. So our curios already slotted in. That's cool. Yeah, sure. Let's go fight this Raka. Now we've got 8 champions per side. That's okay. So this is my selection. Let's throw in Fabian, just for that little bit of safety. Let's put in Raglan, because it's fun as well. Let's throw in him. Can't go wrong. Let's throw in let's go super safe. Nothing can go wrong. Famous last words. Should be good. And we'll throw in probably the Empress for just a bit of damage. He-Man actually be pretty good as well. I see that there are a good few spirit guys, so let's throw in He-Man. Should be good. Cool. And we let them smash. I mean, we can just leave it on auto, actually. I don't think it really matters. One thing we should do... Oh, shit. Well, I was too slow. The one thing I wanted to do was to make the chicken change forms. Too late now. One thing, I don't have increased defense for the chicken here. Well, I mean, I can give it right here, but... Yeah, let's make him change over and... I think the chicken, unfortunately, also doesn't do his A2 on auto. He should do his A3 on auto, which is kind of annoying. Nothing much we can do about that. So I guess we will manual play a little bit. I don't know, hit this person, doesn't matter. All right, and we could... Oh, he just one-shot the whole wave. Great. Good job, chicken. This is why you do that move first. We'll lock them out. Again, we can't lock her out because she's the boss. She should be immune to decreased speed as well. But is she immune? Yeah, she's immune to decreased turn meter. But decreased defense, smash. Cool. Feels good. Sure. YOLO. Slam. Great. You know what? Just put it on auto at this point, eh? Why the heck not? Give us some turn meter boost. Oh, she will revive, actually, now I think about it. But shouldn't really matter. He's going to try petrify her. Won't work. She'll revive. It will get feared by Fabian, funny enough, before she places the block things. Why do you not have an AoE? Oh, maybe you totally wasted them all. Well, that's okay. Does she not have her heal available, or is she just trolling me? I feel like she might be just trolling. Well, he's got his slam. Bit annoying because her thing does increase attack. Well, we can remove all their debuffs, and what can they do? Not much. Cool. Slam in. And she's immune. Let me see. Do you have... Oh, no, she doesn't have it available. I take it back, Raka. My bad. My bad. You're not at fault. It was me. I'm at fault. Big old shield on her. I couldn't remember if he hits through shield. He can reduce shield duration. Great. Cool. But yeah. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm doing some manual play. I really don't need to here. But yeah, you can see these bosses. Like, they will put up certainly a bit of a defense. And, like, you can't control them. They're immune typically to decreased speed and turn meter reduction. Can't increase their skills. You can't crowd control them. So they will put up a fight. There you go. We've got another level. Defense and speed, attack and speed, speed and resistance. I actually am really valuing resistance. I think it depends a bit on how far you are into the game. If you've got decent resistance on your champions already and like 5-star blessings and stuff, I think stacking resist is really, really strong. I'm blocking it. Oh, I'm super blocking. Well, I've got 20 resist. But stacking resistance, if you've got decent baseline resistance, is a really strong strategy. Here's an altar. Great. I think we just got a curio altar. So we have another curio slot, but I don't have a curio to put in it quite yet. So that's a bit sad. Oh, this was the dead end. I just wasted an energy clicking that. That was stupid. Well, I thought it was going to link up. It does not. It's just a little dead end right there. What do you know? I'm pretty sure this is different from the test server. Let's go. Can't go to him. So let's just go around and avoid him, I guess. Wait, this is a dead end as well. I've hit 2 dead ends. Oh, here's a curio chest. I want that. Grab that curio chest. We got ourselves a curio. Stun on a random enemy. That's actually really nice. Not for the bosses, obviously. They're all immune. But for the difficult waves, that's a dead end too. Wow. Dead ends for days. What's over here? Let's open up this one. Sure. Sure. Let's go throw in the ninja. Oh, we got Marius this time. That's nice. Yeah. Let's throw in the buffed Sir Nick. Yeah, sure. Sir Nick, show us what you can do. Sir Nick's in there as well. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? I don't know if he'll even get a turn, or maybe Marius is just going to kill everything. Will Marius kill the way to this A1? Is the question. He probably will. It's a 6-star freak. He doesn't have Crushing Rend either. Yeah, well, him and Lazarius are certainly doing it. Lazarius does an A1 here. Oh, he's back to his A2. Okay, yeah, so Marius just soloed the whole thing. That's great. Good job, Sir Nick. Good job. Cool, well, we've opened up this path down here. Oh, yeah, we really found ourselves in a little dead end. Ooh, curio chest. Okay, we got to fight our way through. Running out of energy for today as well. Again, just these guys, and put in all the damage dealers. Waves. Lazarius is such a strong support for these easy waves. It should be totally fine anyway. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Who have you brought in? Do you have any sneaky picks? Oh, Marius didn't kill them all. Oh, now we've fallen apart here. Have you brought in any sneaky, cheeky picks that you think are going to make a big difference? One thing, we haven't found a boss yet today, like a proper boss. I was hoping to find like the Mimic or something. We'll see if we can stumble across it. Dunno. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, Marius. Lovely. She survived. Okay, cool. Great. Curio chest, please. Increase enemy resistance. Not a very good one. I'm not going to bother with that. Ooh, we could fight a Fjorad. That could be a little tricky. Let's give it a go. That could be a little bit challenging. This guy's got lots of gear, apparently. Let's see what's over this direction as well. Extra. Oh, I got a Grim Charm. You found a Grim Charm. They're just hidden. So that was on just a random stage with nothing on it. So I think it is pretty much entirely random, huh? That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll come back to him in a sec. I still have 6 energy, so we can keep going, keep exploring a bit. Right, for here, again, throw in lots and lots of damage. Actually, you should be good. We can put in Nell. We could put in... So Nick should get to actually hit this time. Little Miss Annie doesn't have any gear on right now. We'll put in like that. That should be good. I don't know. Give us accuracy. Give us a HP aura. Makes her Nick hit harder. Also makes He-Man hit harder. He does scale off HP. More so off attack. But he does scale off hit points as well. Thorion is in his A1. Enemy max HP. They don't have very high max HP, so it's not going to do crazy damage. Oh, I guess he targeted the enemy that was dead, so he didn't do anything. That's a bit sad. All right, Sir Nicholas, show us what you can do. I think you did your other move first. He doesn't have Lady Noelle, and he is in 9-piece protection. And, oh, there's the Curio triggering. I mean, that's decent damage. That's a heck of a lot more damage from He-Man. He-Man should definitely be built more for damage. Good A1. Here we go. Come on, don't kill them. Brought in He-Man. Well, you know what? That's fine as well. Yeah, I clearly these easy stages are very easy. I would say my impression overall, it's obviously very difficult to compare these things precisely, especially because you're getting so many power-ups. Here we go. Ooh, a rare one. I'm probably going to go for that. Crit damage is nice, but I think the rare one, I'm always going to try grab just more stats, and this one has speed, so it's really good. The defense will help against bosses as well. Okay, looks like this might be a little bit of a dead end sort of over here. Looks like this actually might be a dead end sort of over here as well. We're hitting dead ends left, right, and center. On the test server, I basically had unlimited energy, so this is quite different. I well, guess we'll come back to fuel. So I could try go up this way. Probably there's a red area down here. To get there, we've got to go. Oh, I can. Does this link? Oh, it does. Sorry, it links up that way. I didn't realize. All right. That's a dead end over there. I'm not too pushed about going that way then. Sure, we'll open up this direction. Yep. And just grab whatever. Again, Mikey Donatello. Always a good combo. Put in Embrace. Put in... Virgo will do the wrong moves, but it's probably fine. I mean, put in Raglan. YOLO. Why not? Put her in. She didn't get to come with me to the test server, so... Pop her in here. Oh, man. Great. Marius just one-shot wave 1, of course. Wave 2 is a bit tankier. Again, this is like, Arix is nasty. So I did have a boss, Arix, in the purple area, which is the hardest area. I only attempted it once, right? But I didn't beat her. I could not kill that Arix because she was healing for so much. Every time you crit her, that particular boss, Arix, was healing for 37,000 damage. So, you know, if you... Oh, we've got 2 steps. Right, let's go. Let's give the treasure treasure goblin a go. Why not? Let's see what we can do against him. Right, we'll just put in lots of damagey boys. I'll throw a ninja. Get ninja in there. Give him a shot. Give him a shot. Why not? But yeah, if you do struggle in these harder areas, like clear out the easier areas, get some experience, right? Get more power-ups, get more curio. Definitely try to prioritize. If you see that curio chest icon on any stage, definitely prioritize that stage. It's really, really good value. Especially if you can get one of the permanently increase the rewards curios early on, which sadly we've not gotten here. I don't think it's going to affect me too much, but it would be nice. Ooh, curio chest over there would certainly be helpful. Let's attack this guy. Let's see what we can do. It's Phrygius the Trove Master. I just call him the treasure goblin because that's what he is. This pernicious thief boasts a wealth of treasure that you'll want to get your hands on. The more damage you deal, the more coins and gold you get. So I think we can retry him several times. We need to do a lot of damage. This will be far easier later in the run, so you will want to come back to them. But I want to see what he does right now for fun. So we will be taking a lot of damage, so we want to bring in some good healing. We have redraws today as well, but we can give it a go as is. I actually think Sifi and Rotus should be a pretty strong combo. I don't know how Leech works. So how about we bring him in and see how the Leech works against this guy? I don't really want to bring Force Affinity because they're weak. I do think Ninja should be really good, but actually, this might be a good time to try out Lady Noelle and Sir Nicholas. Lots of healing. So we should be pretty survivable. 3 damage dealers. Should be pretty good. Ninja could be good too. I don't have an increased attack for Ninja. Rota's not going to have increased attack either, but hopefully he'll work pretty well. Yeah. Okay, we could bring in like Raka. We could do like Raka and Ninja instead of Sifi and Rotus. Might be a bit stronger. Don't really know. Let's give it a go like this and let's see how we go. And then I think we can retry it for no energy cost. I guess we'll find out. So let's manual this so we can see the fight. Basically, so what's going on with this Trove Master? The big thing with him, so he does have like baseline chance when he's got no gold plates. That's his big thing. We'll come back to that in a sec. But while he doesn't have any, he has a chance to evade us. And then whenever he takes turns with gold plates active, he permanently increases his speed and evade chance. The longer the fight goes on, the tougher it gets. We also cannot kill him. If we get him to 1 hit point, he stays there. We have to complete the full 30 turns. And the goal is to do as much damage as possible for maximum rewards. Cool. Again, just doing the basic one is the most important thing because it's going to give you the Grim Forest experience, which is going to level you up. The other ones, you know, like these circle coins you can use to buy curios in the shop. They're decent. And these are used to buy the gear set, right? The Mercurial gear set. That's sort of what's going on. Now, his big thing is gold-plated. He'll give himself gold plates. When we smash gold plates, it's going to do damage to him and lots of damage to us. And it's going to give him some turn meter. His A2 is AoE decrease speed, decrease attack, and turn meter steal. And his A1 can steal some buffs. So, like, unprotected buffs are going to be pretty bad, basically. I think he is immune to decreased speed. Yeah, and turn meter reduction. So we just take the hits. Let's do this. Noelle should be really nice here because she's going to give us block buffs and stuff. Right, let's just hit him with this A2, see how much damage we do. Not a whole lot. I realize I'm relying on Rotus to land decreased defense, which is a bit awkward. I guess we'll see if we can land it. Oh, resisted. That's not good. That's not good at all. So we probably want... I mean, let's just auto it without. Screw it. Let's just see what happens. Oh, he evaded. We don't get to see. What I want to see is will Leech work against his gold plates or not. What does Rotus do priority 1? Is A3? That's fine. He's done good damage. Great. Oh, sorry. There's a decreased defense. I'm stupid. Of course, we don't need to restart. Mikey has decreased defense. I'm a freaking idiot. He's tried to steal some of our buffs. He did remove some, but it's not too bad because most of our buffs are protected. And here we can see that splash damage starting to hit relatively hard. Unfortunately, he's outrun the decreased defense right now, which sucks. But we have oodles of healing thanks to Noelle and Sir Nicholas. Although we may be slightly low on the damage. I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Rotus not having accuracy is a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying. Go, smash another gold plate. It's done more damage to the boss. Cool. Good hit from Rotus. The boss has refilled his gold plates. And we go back to doing stuff. Great. There we go. So will the Leech heal? Slow it down. I should do his A3. Okay, now we should do his A3. More buffs. I have protection set on Sir Nicholas. He's going to counterattack. He healed for 0. So no, Leech is not going to help us against the gold plates. They are going to stop. So Leech is not helpful against this boss, unfortunately, whatsoever. Again, we could just make him do this for even more buffs for protection set goodness. Let's put on... Actually, wait 1 turn for decreased defense. He's going to take an extra turn with this one. So let's actually wait it out 1 turn. Give us a shield for what it matters. Oh, we also don't generate a shield with Sir Nicholas. That's interesting, too. Okay, grand. You can ignore defense with this move, so it doesn't really matter. That's a big hit right there. Cool. You can see the boss, his damage itself is really not bad. What is a problem is if he is the gold plates. That's what really hurts us. Right, it's decreased defense him. Again, we're getting smacked around. Problem, we could just back on auto. Yeah, let's go back. We might smash all of these this time around. Gonna be close. I think it's quite difficult to get high scores for this boss. But smashed all the gold plates. Big damage to the boss. The overcap damage went through as well. Sir Nick, if he hits his A2, could actually give us a shield. Let's see. He's basically done his A2. Almost got an extra turn. No shield for us. Cool. Oh, yeah. I guess just do this move. Yeah, so these buffs are actually not helpful. Mikey's bringing us decreased defense and some damage, but that's about it. I think we'd probably be better off with, like, Lydia or something. Yeah, cool. Big damage, again, from Rotus, smashing the plates. But yeah, you can see, if we do damage, like here, we do damage, it's not counting towards it. Damage to the gold plates does not count towards boss damage. What does count towards boss damage is when we smash a gold plate, it does do damage directly to him. So there's no point in, like, partially smashing the gold plates. You want to, like, fully smash them to get maximum value, as it were. Smash, big chunk of damage goes through, fantastic. I think he's going to A2, then put the gold plates back up. So we might smash 1 more. Depends how good Rotus wants to be. Rotus got an extra turn. Ooh, big break. I like it. Yeah, he's done his A2. We got a counterattack, but no, he's put him back up. So we didn't finish off the last one. Well, we have smashed the baseline thing. I don't really mind how well we do with the rest of it. Yeah, you get the gist. Clearly, we're not going to die. We've got too much healing, in fact. So, yeah, I think because we got the increased speed from Noelle, one annoying thing is the boss can debuff us with decreased speed, which could be quite annoying. So maybe we do want block debuffs in here at any event that will lower our damage or would lower our damage a heck of a lot. And yeah, he's really outrunning his stuff. Oh, he stole increased speed. That's not so good. Noelle, you failed me. The block buffs was not successful. There it is. Too late, Noelle. It's too late. Oh, well. Protection sets failed. The block buffs wasn't up at the right time. Yeah, generally for this boss, lots of healing, so you don't die. Potentially bring in some revivers, and then big single target damage. Yeah, I'll come back at the end, and we might give him a go, switch up our composition, make sure that it is free to do so, and see if we can get a slightly better score. Let's come back. All right, there we go. 7 minutes to do it. Yeah, you can. Oh, wow. So, because it's gold plated, I actually have no doubt. Mikey did 0 damage, but he obviously helped to smash the gold plates. Clearly not enough. Okay, I think we did 7 million or something. So let's, oh, we got a new level up. This will make it easier as well. More stuff. I think the resistance is kind of nice. The attack is nice as well. Oh, maybe we just get some attack and resist, actually. HP and speed is good, though. Ooh, which do I want? Rank it up. I mean, it doesn't make a big difference. I do like to stack that resistance. I mean, HP and speed, we can't really go wrong with that, to be honest. Let's go with it. We're using a few HP damage healers. So, yeah, we got the level 2 rewards. Let's see, can we do better? So let's go more offensive. I do like the Lady Noelle Sir Nicholas. Let's put in Lydia the Death Siren, decrease defense, weaken, block, buffs, all that good stuff. She's going to be better than Nell. Do we just go Mikage and Ninja? That might be the play, to be honest. That might be the play. Mikage, Ninja, what can they do? Let's see how they do. And we'll have a little look at this fight here as well. So we will be extending buffs with Mikage, which should be very juicy. One thing we're not going to have is block debuffs. So we will get debuffed by the boss, unfortunately. I think Mikage as well. She is in Relentless Set right now, so her increased attack is not going to be protected. So the boss will be stealing it. Yeah, this might... Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to do a lot more damage, folks. Woo, we can see the damage coming in at us, though. It's pretty heavy. Holy... Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Phrygius, he's no fucking joke. Oh, we're going to get smashed again. One more plate coming at us. Ooh, we're still alive. Woo! Oh, what a rush. What a rush. But now we can do some direct boss damage, which should also be good. Oh, we also have Brimstone from Mikage. But yeah, you can see now maybe while I'm talking about like healers can be quite important. Because this boss, he is going to hurt you. And that's annoying. Mikage can reduce our debuff duration, which should be helpful. Brimstone's actually half smashed that already. Ooh, one hit. Ooh. The unkillable buff from Sir Nicholas is doing work as well, especially because it's protected. Woo! Unkillable. Let's go. Yeah, Sir Nick, Lady Noelle are actually Giga Chads. Oh, we've already done the damage from the first time. We've overdone it. We're smashing it. We actually... Oh, maybe I do have protection set on her because his stuff is protected. And I guess the boss, he's not ramped up his passive too much. As far as I can tell, by the way, again, much like trying to track Odin passive, Thor passive, there's about 1 million champions in the game now at passives. How many stacks of this does he have? What is the boss's current chance to evade? Who the fuck knows? Who fucking knows? Just fucking guess, mate. Just guess. Does the boss have a 10% chance to evade, or is he up to 60% chance to evade? It does, that probably makes a bit of a difference to your strategy. Who the fuck knows? It's a fucking mystery. Enjoy the mystery. But we are breaking these gold plates with the ninja pretty much as fast as he can put them on. I think we should get the full rewards from this. And yeah, as you can see, we can just redo it. She is dead. The danger is if Lady Noelle ever gets killed, we're really in trouble. Like, Noelle does not have unkillable right now. She would be in danger. But there's no gold plates, so she's actually totally fine. But yeah, that is where this could get a little bit scary. Could get a little touch scary. But yeah, it's a pretty cool strategy is to put up like block damage or unkillable. You really want them to be protected. Especially, unkillable's fine. If he steals unkillable, all good. But if he steals block damage, real bad. But yeah, if he steals unkillable, we're totally good. But we've got to protect it anyway. But we can't kill the boss, so unkillable literally does nothing. But yeah, unkillable for this guy, really nice. There's not that many good unkillable champions in the game. But yeah, and we can smash through. Bada bing, bada boom. Big damage, big stonks, big fun. Theodosio would be great for this boss. Like, You know, use her in Form 1 at this part, then swap over and debuff and up your damage once you've smashed enough gold plates to be safe. Swap her back if you need to survive. She could be really cool. Theodosia being a good champion. Who would have guessed? Not me, that's for sure. Ooh, Ninja's down. Oh, Ninja's back up. He might die again. Oh no, we should be fine. All the gold plates are down. We've got past the damage. The boss, he's hitting us, but he's not. Again, his damage output's not a very big deal whatsoever. We really don't care, frankly, what sort of damage he's doing. And yes, actually, 20 turns in, we've maxed out the damage, so we are good. Yeah, excellent. We are good. That Lady Mikage combo doing some good work for us. I did think about bringing Zinogre Blademaster as well. I think she could be quite strong against this boss. Zinogre Blademaster. Didn't bring her in my decks in the end. She's a limited edition champion. You can't get her anymore, but she is Shadowkin, so combines with Lady Mikage as well. She brings increased speed for you. Brings Weaken on her A1, which is nice. Ninja's dead again, poor chap. Ooh, our Unkillable is gone. Oh, are we gonna kill ourselves? Almost, yes. Almost, yes. Woo! Oh boy. I absolutely love it. I love it. Bring us back. We're all dead. Ah, Lady Noelle, we're all dead. No. That's too funny. But yeah, as an Ogre Blade Master could actually legitimately be really, really cool. She does more damage the lower health she is as well, so she could be really strong in this team. Really, really strong. Okay, well, he's done though. Great. Cool. We got all the rewards. Juicy, lovely. Yeah, we actually did we broke the plates so quickly this time. Ninja got a lot of damage in. It's sort of a bit of a vibe for this mode. I think there's definitely room for them to add further difficulties for sure. That's like a yellow stage. That's the medium difficulty of hard, right? There's red, which is a bit harder. But that's it. It doesn't get... Well, you've got the secret purple stage. Is the purple stage actually up here? Yes, it is. So you got the secret purple stage. You have to beat the final boss to get to it, from what I could see. There's no route in there. It's like locked off, and it opens up automatically when you beat the final boss. The purple stage is really tough. But, you know, we're at the medium difficulty here. It doesn't get crazy harder. So I've done this with, obviously, a very endgame account, but with very few power-ups. You could come in with way more trait cards, could have curios going and stuff, and it could help you push a lot further. Again, if we come to the vendor, sorry, so you can buy these, right? So I can replace champions, and it will cost 500 coins. I think you can do that. You can do that 5 times. Now, as you can see here, because I've cleared every stage as I've gone, I can swap out anything. Great. But if you are not quite that far in, or sorry, like if let's say I don't know, I opened up whatever, Odin. Let's actually see this right here. Okay, I draw champions, so they're drawn in. I believe now that those champions will no longer be available. Yeah, so they're locked, right? These champions are now locked. I cannot switch them out because they have been drafted for this Odin stage. Now, what I could do would be to redraw, and then, you know, let's say I really want to get rid of, I don't know, Michelangelo. I'm like, Mikey, you're an amazing champion, but I can't use the leech against Phrygia, so you're terrible. I want to take you out of my deck. But I don't know why you take him out. He's a great champ. But I could redraw and try to have him not be in here. One thing I do find is this is as far as you can zoom out. The map is absolutely huge. So realistically, if I'm in here like this, right? This guy, he's currently in a Grim Forest stage. Where? Imagine you're 10 days in and you've opened up lots of this stuff. Maybe you've opened up 5 or 6 different stages and you don't know. Like, I obviously know right now. I'm like, oh yeah, where is he? Okay, yeah, he's in this stage here. Cool. So if I beat this stage, he's now free to be swapped out. Or if I redraw and whatever, Mikey's not there, I can swap him out. But good luck remembering where it is, and you just have to scroll through the whole thing checking, like, was it in this stage that they're drawn in? And then, yeah, it's a pain. So it's quite difficult to swap out your stuff. I think this will mostly be useful for the purple stage at the end where you've cleared most things. So your deck is mostly, basically your deck setup, you've got only a couple of stages drafted. But do watch out for that. I think this could really catch people out where you could easily end up in a situation where you can't actually swap things. I think it's very useful for the purple stage, but difficult apart from that. Quick look at these. What will I buy? Decrease enemy accuracy. actually okay if I stack enough resistance, but probably not. Decrease their HP, maybe. Decrease their attack, I won't bother. Netherbite Knife is real good, doing some max HP damage. That's good. Decrease the damage ally champs receive from poison and HP burns by 10, 20, 50. This would be really helpful if you're struggling with the poison boss, though hopefully I'll be able to go in with just debuff removal, block debuffs, and not have to worry. Also, the HP burn boss. Again, same thing. It will make you take a good bit less damage, but really you want to not take the burns at all. But that could be very helpful, especially on like normal difficulty. Because, yeah, I mean, like the poison boss will do as much damage to you on normal as you'll do to me on hard, because poison's based off your max HP. So if I die in 5 poison ticks, you'll die in 5 poison. Well, actually be 10 poison ticks, but you know, you get the gist. I'll die in 10 poisons, you'll die in 10 poisons. Doesn't matter. But just I've got a million champions that can deal with poison, whereas you might not. This could help for that boss. I think, yeah, it'd be rough anyway. This one is really strong as well. Stun a random enemy. That's actually quite useful. Again, for the hardest wave stages. Useless against bosses, useless against most stuff. I found I didn't get that many coins. Honestly, I might be able to buy a couple of these. And then the big coin, the gold, the square ones, I'm probably just going to save up for the large chest. Yeah, probably save up for the large chest. There we go. That's day 1, though. That's the progress so far. We took down Phrygia, so tomorrow I'll definitely come in and grab this. Actually, it's not a curio chest. It's just a normal chest, but I guess we'll grab it. The curio chests look like this fella right here. They've got like all tangledy vines. This is just a normal chest. So this will just have some mercurial gear in it or something like that. But yeah, we'll search for more. I've got plenty of green area to explore. Yeah, I just kind of want to get around. What I probably want to do, my strategy would probably be, because I haven't used my redraws, would be to try to at least find some of the bosses. And then if I'm, let's say, oh, I really need block buffs for the vampire girl. Straightforward enough. She puts out 4 continuous heal buffs. You really want block buffs. Let's say I get unlucky. I didn't get somehow a block buff champion in my draft, despite having lots of champions with block buffs. I could then start redrawing early and then just clear out the easy stages while I wait. And I could just sort of set up in advance my boss team with my redraws and be sort of prepared for it. Or like, again, I'd really like Ninja for the final boss because I really want to land HP burn on him, and Ninja's really good for that. But I think I probably only get 5 champions from each deck or something. So 1 in 4 chance I get Ninja. Well, I could spend it if I find the final boss. I don't even know if I can click into it without the Grim Crowns, though. But if I find him when I get the Grim Crowns, I can start putting redraws into the final boss to get Ninja. Again, I don't think I will need it, but if your account is not as crazy as this, you might need Burn for that final boss. So you might need some redraws to get there. Yeah, there we go. We just keep exploring, grabbing the stuff. Yeah, I might do like a general tip sort of thing with like tier list for this, tier list or ideas for the best sort of stat cards as well when we can data mine them. Can I only have 8? I wonder if I can only have 8. But yeah, you can see, you probably get a bit of a gist. I've got speed, lots of speed. Stack speed. You can never have too much speed in Raid Shadow Legends. HP percent is going to be real good as well. And I think resistance, if you've got good baseline, is really high value. Ignore defense is extremely good as well, but very hard to get. But ignore defense is real good. I'm not too pushed about crit rate, crit damage, or attack. And I'm not that pushed about defense either. They're nice, but not too crazy. But HP percent is going to help a good bit against that golem, the treasure goblin. It's nice. Speed is really good. Resistance, I think, is excellent as well. There we go. That was day 1. Day 1. What was this one? Decrease enemy resistance. What's this one? When they place debuffs, reflected back ass better. Cool. There we go. Guys, let me know how you have found Grim Forest Day 1. That was my progress, my theories and stuff like that. Ooh, hello. Yuletide. Ooh, this is new. Happy Yuletide for 3 weeks. Is there a Titan event? Oh, not yet. Champion training event. Is there like a daily limit? Today, there is a daily limit. 4-star. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. So no Titan event as of yet. They might just scrap the idea. No Titan event from the looks of it. bit surprising, but this is definitely different. Daily cap stuff. Well, I guess I might cover that in a separate video. We might need another video then, huh? But yeah, there we go. Grim Forest Day 1. Let me know what you think about all of it. And yeah, it's pretty sick. Cool. Sir Nick was great as well. Sir Nick, Lady Noel, doing some big work. The duo, the combo coming in clutch. Yeah, let me know any tips or thoughts you've got. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.